a Harbor Freight gasoline powered auger. These are 2-cycle engines, 50 cc's. We got us a new one here, and this one here is, give you all the details on it, comes with a 4-inch bit, but I also have a 6-inch bit that goes with it. My old one, it ran roughly about 4 years, and finally it put a piston through the side of the cylinder. And this one here, I went and got out my famous Missouri pig sticker, and we're going to open this thing up so people have an idea what comes in them. And pardon me if I edit this for pulling parts out. Take a look at what comes in here. All right, so wrapped up pretty nice. It's a 2-cycle engine, and looks like a much better model than my original one. They're pretty light, only weigh about 15 pounds. Quite powerful. You can see here, gives you the fuel mix. Okay, here's the gearbox. My suggestions to everybody that buys a tool like this: pull this plug, turn it upside down, put you some rags on this, and drain that China lube out. Okay, drain the China lube out, and you're going to find real fast that there's a lot of little particles in this gearbox. Done it with my last one and one I bought for a job site. Both of them had large bits of shavings in them. It'll ruin your gears. Second thing is you want to make sure, you see these hoses going on here, make sure they're all the way up. My experience is they'll pop off. The other thing, in my experience in my previous one, and I'll see if I can show you a clip of that, is if you don't pull very straight, most people will end up cutting a groove with the rope right in here. And I'll cut to the other one, I'll go grab it. All right, so here's the other one. This one's an old one. It's 4 years old. And you'll look, it's quite familiar, quite similar looking. The hoses went bad on it. I replaced the hoses. This pull starter went bad on it, so I bought a new pull starter for it. And that's when we figured out that right down in there is a piece of a piston. So it's got about a good 200 hours on it, and it crapped out. Now, this one comes with a 4-inch blade that originally comes with them, and I believe you'll see up in here. It's a 4-inch auger blade. So it comes with that. Has a starter tip on it. They do pretty good, believe it or not. They come with a manual. Not much has changed for them over the years. Little tool bag with looks like a little screwdriver, 2-way screwdriver, Allen wrench, 8 and 10 millimeter wrench for some purpose or another. The spark plug wrench, okay? The auger is installed with nothing more than just a pin and a cotter pin that goes with it. So that's it. They go on real easy. They install right here on the bottom. They're pretty easy to deal with. So this one here replaces the old one. The old one, I guess I'll save for parts. The switch eventually went bad on it, and I had to jerk the spark plug off to shut her down. So, but you can see it's even got bird crap all over it. It has sat for a long time now and stinks. Bad gas in it. This is what the new one looks like. Very familiar. You know, more government garbage. A little better wiring on it than the old one had. A little nicer spark plug on it. And this one right here's got the little cheapy on it. But these run good. I put in hundreds and hundreds of fence posts, and I did a lot of these pole barns and pole buildings with it. I've also have one of these 6-inch. Now what I learned with these 6 inches, you can tell maybe, I serrated that edge, and that way it would actually roll the rocks out. When you use these, how you got to continually pull them up to evacuate the soil out of them, or they will drill themselves down in the ground and you will not like the results. So look forward to this little Harbor Freight getting up and running. The first thing you want to do is check all the screws for tightness. It is made in China after all, and you want to make sure that everything is completely sound before you put fuel in it. The fuel is a 25-to-1 mix, so it's pretty heavy on the oil, and it requires it because it's trying to produce a lot of torque. So there's the specs on it, item number, RPMs that your auger's spinning, 52 cc, I think I said 50 earlier, so 52 cc, and this gives you all the parts that come with it, and it tells you right there 25-to-1 fuel mix. And I believe that, like my last one, you do get a little bottle with it, and it'll show you. You fill it up to here in gas, and that part's the oil. And I suggest, do not use synthetic oil, please, in a Chinese 2-cycle engine. It doesn't burn well. It gums up the plugs, and it makes the oil go, or the gasoline go stale faster. Use just your cheap 2-cycle oil. It runs better. All right, that's the Harbor Freight auger. That's what you get with it. With a coupon, you can get one for 160 bucks. It beats the hell out of Home Depot, and not bad. Lasted over 4 years. Got one bottle, this bottle here. This is my old bottle, but mixed full of fuel. Put in there. I put in a half a teaspoon, roughly, a few drips of Lucas upper cylinder lubricant, along with this 2-stroke regular plain Jane 2-stroke oil, no special synthetic garbage. That's good for motorcycles, not worth a damn for Chinese motors like these. And it's already set up and primed. The primer bulb, if you're looking for it, is right underneath down here. See the primer bulb? Push the primer bulb. This is the same primer bulb that's used in most weed eaters or the little China mini scooters. Right there, so you could, I'd say start with, pre-order you some of these. So let's pull her out here and see if we can make her run, okay? And all it takes is turn the power switch to the on, set your choke. Let's see if I can do this without too much fanfare. Here. Okay. And we'll fire her up. Not bad. Smokes like a Chinese 2-cycle. Not too bad, huh? See our drill. Right down in the driveway. Not too heavy, easy enough for one guy to operate. All right, there's your Harbor Freight. That's what it looks like. Your digging depth is 30 inches on this. And if you're like me, you can put you an extension on it like I did. And I ended up putting an 8-inch extension on it by just welding me up an extension. That ought to help y'all out. Pretty cheap, but they last a long time. I mean, take a look. 4 years. Still good for parts.